Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla and it's time to crack into a good book. So today, since it is, the new year, well, I'm pre-filming this, but I'm going to post it in January. So happy new year, everyone. But I thought it'd be fun to do sort of like a chatty video where I talk about some of the goals that I have for 2020. I kind of want to cover multiple different areas. Like I want to talk about some book goals that I have, Booktube goals, and just like general life goals. So let's start with book goals. Why not? Generally, like some of these goals are kind of silly, but they're just things that I want to do. So the first of my book-related goals is to go through like my Goodreads want to read thing and my Amazon wish list, just because I feel like I've had books on there for years now and I just still haven't picked them up. So I just kind of want to go through and get rid of some of the books that I think I'm just not going to read, or maybe I'm just not really interested in them anymore. So a little bit ago, I posted a video about 5 books that I'm uncertain about. So there's definitely more than just those 5 that I've been debating on reading. Ultimately, I do want to make a decision on those type of books and either get rid of them off of and just not worry about reading them anymore, or actually buy them and read them. I have so many books to read already that I don't want to waste my time on books that I'm only sort of going to kind of related goal is I want to decrease my physical TBR pile. And I mean, I'm sure watching my book hauls, you have gathered that I have bought a lot of books lately. And my TBR pile is a little out of control, and I would just like to, get through as many of those as possible. I've kind of been stressed out about reading because I have all of these books that I need to get to, and I mean, this is an entirely self-inflicted problem, so it's silly, but yeah, I don't know. So sometimes I feel like I pick up shorter books just because I want to plow through as many books as possible. And so there are several books that are chunkier fantasy type books that I haven't read yet just because I feel I've just been so focused on getting through reducing as much of this physical TBR pile as possible. So I feel like in 2020, I really want to work on this and maybe not buy so many books. And I think part of the problem here was in 2019 was just I bought several kind of large orders from Book Outlet, and then I went to some library sales and picked up a whole bunch of books for really cheap. And so, especially with the library sales where books were $1, I was kind of just throwing everything in. So that's kind of how the TBR pile has gotten out of control. So I definitely want to work on that and just winnow this down, so I'm really focusing on books that I am very excited to read. Another book-related goal is I would really like to kind of binge read some series. So a few in particular that I want to get through is I want to read the Chicagoland Vampire series by Chloe Neal. I want to read the rest of the Alex Verus series by Benedict Jacka, and then the Psy Changeling series by Leanie Singh. So I mean, there's obviously more series that I started, but these ones I think are kind of older, so there's a whole bunch of books out, and I'd really like to actually sit down and read them. And I feel again, with just this TBR pile getting a little out of control, I have started a whole bunch of series, and then I feel I need to read the books that I already have bought before buying more in the series. So again, I just really want to read the stuff that I have so I can kind of focus a little more on series that I really want to read. So then I have some Booktube related goals. And the main one is I really want to continue growing my channel, and I think I've experienced a good amount of channel growth in the past few months, but I still am a pretty small channel, and I want to keep building up, and I really like other people to be able to find my channel as well. I would like to get a better handle on my filming and editing schedule. Some weeks are certainly better than others, and I film multiple videos at the same time, and then I can edit them, and it's a little less stressful. But there's definitely weeks where I'm just really not in the mood to film, and so I'm trying to I'm trying to post 2 videos per week and be really consistent about that. But there's definitely some weeks where it's a real struggle, and I'm having to try to film and edit and then post on the same day because I've been I don't know how much you guys notice, but I generally try to post on Mondays and Thursdays, but obviously sometimes life gets in the way and the particular days of the week get a little shifted. But yeah, I don't know if anyone really cares about which particular days I post or what exactly, but in my mind it's kind of a strict schedule and I need to stick to that. But yeah, so I just kind of want to get it a little under control so I'm not having to like panic and film everything and, you know, do everything in like a day. Another goal that I want to accomplish is like, I would really like to stay up to date on everybody else's videos. So lately, you know, as I'm filming this, I just like, life has been really busy, and like that does happen, and I just have not had the time or energy to watch everyone else's videos, because I like to watch videos and like I try to comment on basically every single video I watch, just because I want, you know, everybody else to know that I'm watching your videos and I want to support people. But it does get a little hard because sometimes I feel like I need to be paying a lot of attention so I can have something to say. And, you know, sometimes that just doesn't really happen. And obviously, I want to watch everyone else's videos. I want to see what you're all reading. And yeah, so I feel like I would like to do a better job of staying up to date, watching everyone else's videos. And to go along with that, I would really like to make it through my watch later list. Like, that's gotten out of control, and I haven't watched, there's like been videos stuck in there for months. And it's kind of unfortunate because there was a lot of like, there are a lot of booktubers that I'm not currently subscribed to that have some, like a video in there that I've been meaning to watch so I can figure out if I want to subscribe or not. So I feel kind of bad because I haven't really like expanded my booktube horizons in a while, and you know, that's a little bit of a bummer because maybe there are people in this these videos are stuck in this watch later list who, you know, I'd really connect with, and I'm just like currently missing out on actually connecting with them. I guess I don't really like have to watch every single video posted by everybody, but I feel like some people I really would like to watch everything that they post. And to like kind of go along with this, I would like to continue developing the friendships that I've already made, and, you know, like meet new friends perhaps and develop those friendships as well. I think, you know, part of the joy of Booktube is the community and just connecting with people who have the same book taste that you have and just like talking about books. I love doing that. The last Booktube related goal that I'm going to talk about today is I'd like to do some non-bookish videos as well. And so I think back in October, I posted like a little poll on Twitter about like, would anybody be interested in hearing me talk about non-bookish things that I enjoy, like movies, music, video games, TV shows, etc. And most people said yes, and then I just haven't done it. So, I mean, in large part, that's because I've just been extremely busy the last few months. Grad school is just really crazy. I'm trying to, like, you know, in order to graduate on time, I'm trying to fit things in and like schedule stuff so that like I can stay on track to graduate, which, you know, spoiler alert, I have not stayed on track. My general plan was to do this as like a bonus video every, you know, maybe do a couple of videos a month or once a month, something like that. Obviously, I don't, if you're not interested in non-bookish hobbies and everything, from me, you don't have to watch them, but I want to have, you know, I want to stick with my 2 book-related videos per week. So those of you who don't want to watch the non-bookish video thing, you know, you don't feel like I'm neglecting my book-related videos, I guess. But yeah, so let me know in the comments if you think that this sounds like an interesting idea. I feel like I'm an interesting person and have fun hobbies to talk about. I feel like that would be fun because like there's more to me than just liking books. And like, to be fair, I do like books a lot, but you know, I feel like it's fun to discover what non-bookish things other people like, because it makes me feel like I could be better friends with them, you know? Some general life goals. The biggest one here is to graduate. I am so tired of grad school. I need to be done. So my original plan was to graduate my original plan was to graduate December of 2019, and that obviously didn't happen. And then the next goal was like, it got pushed back, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll graduate in spring 2020. With the scheduling that we have to go through, it's like you have to have 4 months between your prelim, which is like an oral proposal. We have like a 3-paper model to graduate. So, you know, obviously we have to have 3 papers, one of which has to be submitted to a journal by the time you graduate. But anyway, so we have to do a proposal of these 3 ideas, and then like 4 months between that and the defense, but then 5 weeks before the prelim, you have to have the prelim document kind of ready to go-ish, and you have to schedule your actual prelim. So there's just like a lot of buffering time, I guess, between these important dates, and I don't know, life has been busy, and I just haven't been able to make that scheduling happen, unfortunately. So now I'm hoping that I can do my prelim in January of 2020, which would put me on track to graduate in August. of 2020, and you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. With the jobs that I'm looking at, I would be okay, and like technically I think an August graduation is a December graduation, but with us, like as long as you have successfully defended your dissertation, you can generally get hired. I'm fairly far along in my dissertation, so I've submitted my first paper, and I'm still waiting to hear about that. I don't know, hopefully by the time this video goes up, I will have heard back about whether or not they're accepting the paper. My second paper is almost done, and then I have to do like basically all of the third paper. So I do have quite a bit of work to do, but hopefully I can get it done so I can graduate. Obviously, once I graduate, I would like to get a job, and I'm a little undecided about what it is that I actually want to do, so I would like to figure that out as well. Another life thing that I would like to accomplish is starting to do some wedding planning. So I've been like kind of postponing doing any sort of wedding planning just because I feel like I can't really focus on that and grad school at the same time, because grad school is just so incredibly draining, and like I don't know, I feel like I can't multitask here, and like I'm so close to graduation, so yeah, I would like to just like get that chapter of my life accomplished, and then, you know, I can have something fun to look forward to. Finally, a life goal for 2020 is kind of silly, but I feel like I would like to play more video games. So I am like incredibly bad about actually finishing video games. Like I have started so many, but then I just like never actually finished them. I think in 2019 I finished 2, I want to say. So I finished Kingdom Hearts 3 and Yoku's Island Express. And I've started, I don't even know how many. I've started so many games. It would be nice to actually finish some games, and like, I just, some of them I like get right up to the end and then I just like don't want to finish it for whatever reason. This is also kind of goes back to the whole TBR pile getting a little out of control, just with like this stupid, I guess, stress of having so many books to read. I feel like I have to constantly be reading, and so, you know, I kind of neglect watching TV shows and playing video games because I feel like I need to be reading instead. So I feel like finding a better balance between all of that would be nice, just, you know, because I would like to do my other hobbies as well. I know in January there was like recently announced that there's like some Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, and I'm very excited about that because I love Kingdom Hearts. And I will definitely pick it up, even though, like, I will say the storyline behind Kingdom Hearts makes no sense at all. But yeah, I love those games. I really want to play that. I'm also really excited for Animal Crossing, and that comes out in March of 2020. It's just a super chill video game, so I'm really excited to play that. So there are some of my goals for 2020. Let me know in the comments what some of your goals are for 2020. And if you just like generally have thoughts you want to share with me about some of my goals, particularly like, would you be interested in seeing these non-bookish related videos? I think that would be really interesting to hear. I mean, I already have some feedback, but more feedback is always useful. Happy New Year again, everyone. I hope it's an excellent year for us all. I hope you're all having an excellent day and are reading something awesome. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. So that would certainly help me out. But with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here and see you in the next one.